look at numbers on this show, but I wanted to ask you a question, and it's a controversial question, or at least something you don't have to give as many details as you feel like. But you had said in the first show that what saved you was the women in the country.
Yes.
We can start with the Rosie the Riveters. By the way, I knew one, not knew one, but lived in the same town as one. There were two, by the way. But our moms, gals, wives, girlfriends, etc. And I want to ask you a question. And this is, I'll throw out 4 names. Okay, just 4 names. And you detail as much or little as you want, but just what women meant to us. Get this: Julie, Jennifer, Tien, even Hoa. Chat, if you would, just a little bit about that.
Wow. The women healed us when we came home. We faced a nation in turmoil, and when I came home, the war was at its height. I left in August of 1969, and I got home to my mother's kitchen on the day, August 17th, the day that Woodstock was on, and there were 500,000 music-loving people in a field in upstate New York. It was like a concert that's historic, and there were 500,000 soldiers in Vietnam. The dichotomy was unintended, but it's real. It's ironic almost. And so when I got home, everybody was there waiting for me. My family, my cousins, my brothers, of course, my friends. And my mother was most most understanding of the truth of it. And she began to heal me immediately. She, the mother knows you. The mother senses you. And I was not articulate so much, I don't think. But she did remark early that the boy that she gave them is not the man that they returned to her. She said that. And she also said, I said this, I'll say it everywhere because it's the greatest advice. She said, wash your face and comb your hair and go to work. Because she asked me what I wanted to do. And I said, Mom, I don't know. Ma. And so she fed me, and I had marks and scars, and I weigh 185 pounds now. Then I weighed 150 then, right? I was skinny. I didn't know it, but I was not the one that went, right? And I was wide-eyed. I was like what? I passed a golf driving range coming home from the airport. I said, what the hell? People are hitting a golf ball. Well, my guys are being shelled right now. I couldn't stand it. I didn't know where to look. I didn't know what to do. And so the women, especially the ones coming home that appreciated the damage that they did to a man's soul, healed us. And the girlfriends were young, and the woman in Vietnam who I had a crush on, she got blown up in a bus. And I don't know if the crush was real or not, but I would see her on occasion, and there's a very awkward and stumbly, and just because she lifted her head and greeted me, I was like in a human world. I felt good, and others, which change us, heal us, and brighten us, give us the reason to shape up in a different way, to civilize ourselves, to understand that love isn't only saving somebody in combat. To remember that, because like war is a total immersion, and when you return to civilian life, the choices are infinite. people don't understand that. You can do whatever you want. It's what you could do. You could be anything. You'd go anywhere. America is full of possibilities, and in New York, everything is possible. I'm sure of that. I have 3 degrees. I come from a working class family, and I accepted into law school. I was appointed a judge, administrative law judge, and I functioned as an attorney and as a professor. The good fortune of that is American. Couldn't do that in Italy. And it's more reserved and sought out. And so in New York, in America, it's possible. If you got the will, you can go. You can do it. You got it. It's going to happen there. And so the women didn't understand us, but they healed us, and the mothers understood us, and really cured us. And I honor my mother, Josephine, who struggled when they got the telegram that I was wounded. I mean, imagine that. There was no cell phones, no communication. She got a telegram. Your son is wounded, been medevac, and is convalescing on the hospital ship USS Repose that's somewhere in the Gulf of Tonkin. What the hell? I wrote her a letter, right? I wrote a letter every day when I was on the ship, and the letters came scattered to her, but they'd come 4 at a time when she wouldn't get one for 2 weeks, depending on how it got out of Vietnam, right? And we didn't even have to put a stamp on it. All we have to do is United States military and give it to her, and the helicopter pick all the mail up from the base and take it to the Da Nang or wherever, I don't know, wherever the postal service was. I forget the name of it. There's a military postal service. And then the mail would come and you'd get 5 letters at once and nothing for a month, like that, because of where we were. But it's that care of the broken heart, which needs to be mended, that women who love you understand. And not all women that you're attracted to love you, but not in the same way, But my mother is the example. She loved me, right? She loves her children. And here I come home. I came home. And the house was bright and ready, and she had been preparing for a week. And everyone was there. And she had her son, 5 of us. She had her 5 children in the same house. It was good.